Hey guys, what's up? Bummer. And today we're back with some more the Stanley Parable. Last time we did the kaboom and the downstairs ending. Yeah, that's what we did. But this time we're gonna. I think this is gonna be the last episode, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna run all these endings indubitably. So yeah, the first one we're gonna go to is the red door. So I'll see you guys there. And we're back. We're gonna enter the red door.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think, I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Oh. Oh, we're loading in.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
Oh. I don't even know what I'm looking for. Oh, over here.
Here.
Oh.
Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy.
Wow.
I actually feel happy.
What a great place. Now, so those of you who may be wondering where the heck is the music, it's copyrighted. So I had to turn it off. So yeah, it's great. Wow, look at all this. So thanks for the guy who copyrighted it. But anyway, this is very, very beautiful. If only there was music, right? Whatever.
No, wait. Where are you going? Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Yes.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Stanley, you know what you have to do.
No! Oh, thank God you lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room?
Okay. Why not?
There. See? This is what you want. This is where we can both be happy. We really can. If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving.
I like moving. I like moving a lot.
Stanley, go back. There's nothing good that can come from this. No. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
Why not?
Do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you?
It's a good question. I don't think there is anything you can say to convince me. 360s.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
Oh, yeah. Oh, we can go back.
Yes, perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about.
Perhaps.
I know you'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
Yeah, it's too bad. It sucks after a little bit.
No, perhaps not.
Perhaps not.
My God. Is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it?
Yes.
You're literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
I don't know. Maybe? It's okay. 360! Oh god, hang on. Huh.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours. Do you actually want to stay alive? Or are you just teasing me?
That's a good question.
I wanted us to be happy here, Stanley. I really did. I still thought that was possible.
Yeah. But sadly, this is a game we can never complete. We can only die. Well, cheers, lads.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
I'll go back. Poor narrator. Oh. Wow. Well. That, I can turn the music back on. Alright. So that was the red door ending, which is really, really sad. But yeah. Okay. Well, the next ending is actually going to be really, really short. So I'll see you guys there. We're back. Alright, so this is the ending. See, look.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
What an ending! Oh! What? Well, that can lead us into our next ending, which is, this one.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait.
Yes.
Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Well, that's the coward ending. Alright. So, now, the next ending we're gonna do is, well you'll see in a second. Alright. I'll be right back. Well, back. So, I did this once, and for some reason the door wasn't open, so, hang on.
Stepping in.
There we go. Yeah. So, this ending leads the narrator in the boss's office. And he can't escape. Which is pretty funny. But, yeah. Just, give me a second while I head back to my office. Hopefully the door will be open. It's you. It's this one. Yeah, this door wouldn't open for whatever reason. You couldn't do anything about it. It was weird. I don't know why you couldn't open it, but yeah, now this door's open. And now you are now leaving the red door. Huh. Yeah, this ending is pretty straightforward because you just leave the narrator in the boss's office and then you go to, well, there should be a thing popping up soon, like a big old sign. It's like, yeah, there's a thing. I don't know why they set it so high up, but they did, so. I don't really get this ending. It's really weird. Yeah. See, escape pod launch bay is right here. And that's the ending. You just escape. That's the true ending. But yeah, I don't really get that ending too much.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant
weird.
memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall.
Now,
No
this
matter
next
how
ending
hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
is, well, I forget how I get up to it. It's, oh, there we go. No. Oh, oh, there we go. Oh, there we are. Oh.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along.
So
He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why
Yes.
don't we take a minute just to drink it all in?
Hmm.
Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Oh. Well, we're gonna hit both yes and no, so let's hit yes
Well, I
first.
don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want, like right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain. There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly. But the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function.
Wow.
Which is why he is in this parable and lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable.
Oh.
You too will become quite unbearable.
Well. Until we reset, it's just gonna keep on playing that. So we're gonna reset. Alright. Well, we'll get back to when we hit no. Yes. So apparently my game, my
I can't
OBS
wait
was
to
like,
tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh
do they
and
have
laugh
all
at
their
the time
monitors
I
on?
thought
Do you
everyone had gone missing.
turn them off?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
But you sick of this guy?
Ah,
No.
then in that case, we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky.
Wow.
Now, I've built up the other option so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
Is that it? Well, I guess that's. I think I don't know which way I like better. This him playing a song or him calling me out on my crap. Well, we're gonna reset, and we're gonna move on to the last ending, which is known as the heaven ending. I'll see you guys there. It'll take me a little bit, so yeah. See you guys in a bit. Actually, there's one more ending we can do. Just you're gonna have to give me a second, okay? Yeah, we're back. So apparently this is called the serious ending, and if I put in SV Cheats 1.
Stanley, this is me being serious. In fact, this is my serious room. It's where I come to be serious. That table is the most serious table I could find. I looked at many, many tables, hundreds of tables. It's possible I looked at over 1,000 tables. I honestly don't know. The specific number isn't as important as the understanding that of all tables I looked at, this one is the most serious. I relate this story to impress upon you the extent to which this is the most serious room I have, which is why I brought you here. You just tried to activate server cheats, which of course runs the risk of breaking the entire game. You've got no respect for the strict order of scripted narrative events, and I just can't have that. It's time to get serious, Stanley. No jokes, no games. Outside of this room, I might be more tolerant of those things, but now we're in the room. Which is why I'm subjecting you to the most serious punishment I can think of. 100 billion trillion years standing here in the serious room. Perhaps after that, we can talk about the severity of your actions and whether you've learned anything. But until then, serious room, go.
Well, can I just? I can just quit the menu. It's okay. I can do this like 2 more times, and then something will happen.
Whoa! Did we not have the talk? Are we not in the serious room this very moment? Did I not tell you how many tables I looked through? I'm going to be conservative and say it was somewhere in the tens of thousands of tables. Any reasonable person would say I spent an absurd amount of time doing nothing but looking at tables, and I genuinely considered each one too. I took a hell of a lot of notes. I kept the notes in a different room. That room is less serious than this one. It's more of a notes room. Again, the point of this story is to convey how serious I feel this cheating issue is. And I'm sure you'll agree with me once you've fulfilled your new punishment. Infinity years in the serious room. I generally have trouble reading human emotions, but I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that you're devastated by this crippling new punishment.
Oh no.
You should be. It's the most serious I could think of. Can you get more serious than that? No, you can't. Don't try.
Okay. This is a very serious room. I wonder where it's actually located in the game. Well, whatever. Alright. We can quit the menu. And we're gonna put in one last time because after this third time the ending says it won't have any effect.
Still no effect. The problem is clearly the serious room. It isn't serious enough. That's on me, Stanley. I apologize. I'm going to the store to look through more tables. Hopefully I find one that conveys how wrong what you're doing is. Now, where did I put those notes?
Oh, well. He's gonna go look for more serious tables. Well, that's the end of the serious ending. Let's move on to the final ending. Alright, here's the first input on 419's desk. Now, we must reset. And here's the second input on 423's desk. The input on the secretary's desk. The input on 434's desk. If I can put it in. And put it in. There we go. And then finally, on my computer. Welcome, my children, to heaven. So many buttons! Ah! Oh, what a lovely ending. Oh, yes. Oh, so many buttons. Yes! Yes! Yeah! Oh, thank you all very much for watching the Stanley Parable series. If you did enjoy, please leave a like, maybe even a favorite if you're feeling generous, and please subscribe for more awesome, mediocre videos. I'm Skate Obama. Peace.